So welcome to the ATS Fall Summit. So the last time we met was in the fall of 2019. This was at the Yahoo campus. As people remember, it was actually a really good summit, well attended. We tried to do this multiple times in person. I don't remember if we tried to do it last year in person. I know we tried to do it definitely this year, earlier in spring. Tried to do it at Apple, and then they had their lockdown and stuff like that. So that didn't work out. We were trying to push it a little too early. I feel even this one felt like it was pushed a little bit. But it's nice to actually have it. It was good that it actually happened. We kind of had to even push it off into December just to kind of do all of the planning and arrangement and stuff like that. So the schedule is definitely more flexible than in the past. We generally had everything kind of nailed down pretty good. I think a lot of that is because we haven't done this in 3 years. I mean, it's kind of weird to actually do a summit, 3 years later. It's like, wow, all the little details that you have to remember and everything. So hopefully we are post-pandemic. So hopefully we're a little stronger. Sometime, some of us are a little crazier or both. So that's me and my daughters. And daughters choking each other out doing a bow and arrow choke. One of my favorite chokes. So logistics. There's coffee and stuff in the here. And breakfast, lunch will be served. I already talked about it. There's bathrooms in just over there by the break room. There's a sign for it and everything. And there's water and coffee and all that kind of stuff. So definitely got that nailed down. Schedule and access. There's a short link to go over to the schedule. This is just on our wiki page. Zoom for all those that are on it. So I tested it. Everything looks good there. Slides, where to post the slides, and talks will be recorded. So I know some people, if you have any concerns about that, we could always turn off talks. If anybody has any secretive talks, Apple. I know you guys do at times. Hackathon, we don't really have a tight schedule for the hackathon. One thing that we have to do is a security meeting. I got a harassment letter from email this morning, very early. They're really good at sending really early emails from the Apache security team. So we got some open security issues. We need to do a release. We need to get some planning on that. We need to do that. Yeah, they are definitely more on the ball than they were when Leif was chair. There were some open security issues for like a couple of years, and they just didn't even care. But now, if security issues are a few months old, they harass the hell out of you, or harass the hell out of me. So, yes.
Yeah. So for the you're just talking about the hackathon. So I'll be talking about LibSwap tomorrow. So anyone has any questions on it, I'm probably going to be a little short during the talk.
Okay.
Grab me during the hackathon. I will be here. We can go into real depth then.
Yep. So also hackathon's open. If people want to do lightning talks, we can do lightning talks. Someone wants to run a lightning talk, session or whatever, that's awesome. I know BJ said that he wanted to do some stuff on tracing. So if you want to run that, I'm looking for people to like step up and actually to run some stuff. And then also we can take a look at like Coverity issues or something like that. Or we have a whole bunch of tools now that are scanning our code. I'm sure we have a lot of security issues that are open. So we can even look at that kind of stuff. Apache Way. So haven't had a slide on this in a while, so thought I'd talk about it. Main thing, community over code. So if you go on the Apache Way, you read all their stuff. I think this is kind of the highlight of things is community over code. So the summits are a way for us to get together, to talk, to mingle, to go out and eat, to drink, things like that. So that's huge.
So what's dinner time?
Yeah, so we need to talk about that. So that's part of the backslide of things aren't as nailed down as they normally are. So our schedule's more flexible. So normally, sometimes we've gone ahead and we've had like plans, like say, okay, this is where we're gonna go. This is who's paying for it. All this kind of stuff. That is somewhat up in the air. Jim, I know you were talking about pizza or something like that. Was that you were planning that possibly for tonight, or did you?
We did that.
You did that last night. Okay. So if we have any plans, we should make them. Leif, do you have any plans? Do you have any thoughts? Any ideas?
Armadillo Willis.
All right. We've done armadillo willies before, but we'll talk about it during lunch. We'll figure out what to do, and then at the end of the talks today, we'll say what we're going to go ahead and do. Like I said, things are a little bit more open and on the fly than normal. Also, consensus and decision making. So some people are kind of surprised by this, but the way that we make decisions in Apache is anybody can say -1 on anything and basically shoot things down. So you do have to have consensus building. Most people don't, but -1 is not used very much. So when we do voting, a lot of people don't really -1. They'll do like -0, like Leif does sometimes, about PMC members and waiting 6 months and stuff. Things like that is kind of like these are suggestions. So definitely it's consensus, decision making, open communication. Decisions need to go to the mailing list. So any like API changes, anything that may break binary compatibility or big changes in the future, they need those. Those decisions need to go to the mailing list. These are some pictures, I think, from 2019 when we went to dinner and stuff like that afterwards. So new committers, Chris, Cerise, and Mo all became new committers this year. We're up to 70 committers. 50 committers, 56 PMC members. PMC members, so what we've decided on that is after someone becomes a committer, then they will be, if everything's good, as most committers are. I mean, most people don't become committers and then become, start -1ing everything, become an asshole. So if everything's good, then in 6 months later, we'll do the votes and stuff, and then we'll bring them into the PMC. So this isn't actually since last summit. This is over this year. We've had 7 security issues, and like I said, we have more that are open. We've done 4 releases, and we're looking at a new logo. So I've been working with a guy named Jay. And I don't remember Jay's last name.
I don't know.
I don't know. Jay. Doris. Talented artist, cool guy. And these are some of the logos. Kind of curious, is this the right direction to go? Because he's kind of more in direction. So what we do in IETF is hum. It may sound weird. So I just like to do a hum here. So what you do is, if you're interested in it, if this is the direction we should go, you would hum. You would hum yes. If I say for yes, you would hum, and for no, if you don't like this direction, then you would hum. So let's go ahead for those. Okay. Leif will be actually the person. He's done this before. So, and you can hum as loud as you want. So that's how you can show interest, like your very strong interest or not. And then what you do is you basically just take a level of each one, and that's kind of the way that you actually. And this is actually how decisions at IETF are made. So all the protocols and stuff like that you use are based on hums.
So Brian, you're asking, we're giving a hum to this.
Yes, yeah. If it's just the right direction, the cheetah and stuff like that.
That's a cheetah.
That is a cheetah. Maybe you'll be humming no.
For your hum, Brian, is this the only proposal or the other proposals?
This is the only proposal he gave me. So that's why I'm saying, is this the right direction, or should we go into another direction, like arrows and stoplights or whatever?
Well, we'll do great with a bunch of engineers.
Fast. Speed, fast.
Lightning fast. Why don't you go over the creative process briefly?
So basically, so when Jay went ahead and we had a meeting, we set up a meeting, and he was just asking me, like, brainstorming. And while I was just like talking about different things, he would be like drawing. And so I messaged Leif at the time. I was like, well, what do you think? He said cheetah. So then, Jay started drawing a cheetah and started drawing fast. He was thinking like cheetah, wind, things like that, speed. And that's what we kind of
Maybe
came up
when
with.
you do the hum, maybe make two options. One being don't do anything, just leave the traffic light logo the way it is and
Mhm.
maybe tune it. And the other option is to go in this direction.
Looks like you cheated.
Or we could
Or
even
a
go.
third, or a third
they're
option
going-
be go in a completely different direction. But let's have at least some options rather than just sort of shitting all over this and say no.
Mhm.
Do you font as well? Like, cause like the fonts change, which is.
The font, I would say let's go for logo, and then we can talk about font and colors and stuff like that. I don't like the green personally. I think it's way too much green. So it feels like a football team or something like that at that point.
Actually, clearly the first one up there is.
Yeah, that's why I put that one at the top. If I were to pick any of these, I'd probably go with the top one. But I even like the cheetah on the left instead of the middle, but it's not that big a deal. I mean, but is this the direction we're going, or should we just stop this and go some other direction? So should we stick with so Leif will demonstrate how a hum works.
Rocket.
A rocket?
With rockets, you said.
Rocket's a possibility. So Leif is going to demonstrate what a hum is. So people who want to go ahead and stick with the same logo.
But I don't think so. So shall I say?
Okay, we'll just hum anyways.
Okay. So,
Yeah, it's just like that.
I thought you wanted to change.
Okay, so people who want to stick with the same logo, and do people even know what the new logo or the current logo is? Let's see.
Typical express with one word or two words.
I would say 2, but I don't know.
I do both.
Where is the press kit? I think it's in press kit.
Well, yeah.
So we have 2 different logos. We have the traffic server and then just the TS for those. So should we or this? Okay. Yeah. Yes, we had a trademark. We transferred all the trademarks over to Apache. We had to do that when we open sourced it and stuff. Okay, so who wants to stick with the current logo? Go ahead and hum.
Exact same logo or variants of?
Or variants of.
I mean, the suggested was kind of a variant, is you're changing the stoplight to a cheetah.
Well, that's a big variant.
That's a big variant. Stoplights and cheetahs are 2 different.
Yes.
Okay. So anybody who wants to hum for traffic lights? Okay. Is this the direction we should go? And the other one will be, should we pick another direction? So is this the direction we should go? Should we continue exploring this? Or should we? So let's go ahead and hum for that. Okay. And it feels weird to do it the first time. Get used to it. And then should we pick another direction? Go ahead and hum for that. So what do you think? Was there more that picked this direction?
I'd say the second.
yeah, but it's hard to say. I think it's enough that we need to at least come up with one more.
Yeah, okay.
More options.
I agree.
To choose between. Because
Okay.
it wasn't crystal clear that this is the direction.
Okay, so we heard rockets as an idea. Any other brainstorming ideas real quick? We're not going to spend a lot of time brainstorming.
Dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire sounds great. That really gives people a vote of confidence. Okay.
Definitely not the green and whatever yellow.
Brown.
I like the green.
Lots of different opinions.
And
Okay.
the color, we don't need to bike shed.
We don't even know the big. Yeah, we don't need a bike to color. It's just more about is a cheetah the right path. But sounds like we'll have to go ahead and pick 1 or 2 other things and go with that and see exactly what the community wants. Okay. Some real quick additional information. When you become committer, you also have access to the Microsoft Visual Studio subscription. I don't know if a lot of people know this. You get free Microsoft products, Windows, Office, Visio. Yes, they're still doing that.
Xbox?
No, you don't get free Xboxes or games or anything like that. But you get anything that you can download. It's kind of nice. I use it quite a bit. I have Windows and Office and Visio and stuff like that installed. I use it heavily. Yes.
But I asked you how to get access.
Yes, I need to figure that out because it's been years ago since I've gotten access, and so
There is a web page somewhere. It used to be really complicated. You had to send an email to some poor guy who did this manually. And now I think a few years ago, maybe 4 years ago, they added a web page where you just put in your Apache user ID. And
yeah, I tried to look for it. I failed. I couldn't find it. If you can help look, because I know Carlin's been really wanting to get free Microsoft products.
Like that's gonna incentivize it.
Yeah.
It used to be like they would send out a mail to
Right,
like
but they just
all
don't-
Apache.org
Yeah.
folks, and then
They haven't done that in a while.
and then
Okay. And then also we have weekly PR and scrub meetings, Mondays, 4 p.m. Pacific. Yes, fine. Okay. And you-
I'm gonna pitch the PR meetings again. We not only do PRs, we talk about other issues. If you want to be involved in how things are going and what's being done, I'm gonna push, go to the PR scrubs, go to this bug scrub.
Definitely good to know what's going on, what changes people are making, what problems people are running into, and stuff like that.
Are you guys doing that on a separate, like huddle, or are you outside of Slack?
No, we do it on Meet. If anybody wants to join, to let me know.
So I did find your.
Wow, that was quick. Okay. Just went ahead and
That's a good Safari is.
Yeah.
Members every.
Yeah, I don't think it's sorry. Anyways, okay. Well, that's all I had. Thank you very much.